But not to Pornhub.
Again, to recap, New York Times article accused Pornhub of hosting videos of underage and non-consenting women. In response, Pornhub removed millions of users' uploaded videos. Visa and Mastercard cut ties with Pornhub, blocking credit card transactions and leaving only cryptocurrency and other payment options. Gods, what does other mean? Ugh. Right?
Sexual exploitation is a serious issue, but it requires legal action, victim support, education, and resources, not corporate censorship. Visa and Mastercard lack the expertise, authority, and legitimacy to regulate digital speech or online content. Their actions bypass democratic processes. These companies are unelected and unaccountable, yet effectively making censorship decisions, violating your constitutional rights in Canada and the USA.
Checkpoint, choke point problem. Visa and Mastercard together act as a duopoly over online payments, creating a checkpoint. Any arbitrary rule they impose becomes a de facto rule for the internet, shaping what websites can service financially. This means payment processors can indirectly decide what you are allowed to read, watch, or access online in almost any means.
Yep. Impact on whores and smaller platforms. Ironically, many of Pornhub's strongest critics are whores themselves, but they are also targeted by payment processor bans. These restrictions hurt whores and smaller adult platforms, which could otherwise challenge Pornhub's near monopoly. Partly why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Such choke points have historically been used against whistleblowers and independent publishers, and past examples include WikiLeaks, Smashwords, independent books, and numerous sex worker platforms.
The issue isn't whether Pornhub is predatory, but how much power private corporations should have to censor the internet. Today, the power is used against Pornhub. Tomorrow, it could be used against, and it has been used against, independent creators, publishers, or activists. A warning. Applauding Visa and Mastercard's actions against Pornhub ignores the larger danger of corporate overreach. These powers usually target those with the least influence and resources or money. Instead of legitimizing Visa and Mastercard's role as internet censors, society should work to reduce their control over online payment and speech. I can't say it enough. Who the fuck is Visa, Mastercard, and the banks to dictate what people can and cannot do online, and when the stuff hasn't even been brought to Supreme Court?
It's a huge shit sandwich, and we're all gonna have to take a bite.
Well, now we have uncovered who it is that is responsible for this push. These payment processors were urged to go after Steam by this group right here, Collective Shout, who wrote an open letter to these payment processors. They are a self-described grassroots campaigning movement against the objectification of women. These punks are the sort who whine incessantly about this sort of thing. This tweet here, as an example, shows an article from 8 years ago where one of the co-founders of Collective Shout said that Lara Croft and Cortana, among others, have impossibly large chests. They want those characters removed from media, which is the attitude that led to the manly version of Lara Croft that we see today.
I'm not into dudes.
Meanwhile, this same organization praised the Netflix show Cuties, which, if you don't remember, that was the show which featured adult-oriented material using kids as actors. It's absolutely disgusting, People were appalled by it, and Netflix eventually pulled the show, but Collective Shout called it a powerful protest, and they did not call for the show to be taken down. And so we know exactly what kind of an organization this is, the sort without any actual principles. Cortana is somehow a big problem, but the show Cuties, that's just art, they say. Well, this is a radical feminist organization which will certainly come after games like Stellar Blade next, and I think I can speak for gamers when I say what I'd like them to do in regards to our hobby.
Get the f*** out of here!
Mastercard just changed its rules for adult sites, announcing that it will require clear, unambiguous, and documented consent for content on all of the platforms using it as a payment processor.
I cannot emphasize enough that the documentation they ask for can easily be coerced or fabricated for an online setting. The banks that connect merchants to our network will need to certify that the seller of adult content has effective controls in place to monitor, block, and, where necessary, take down all illegal content. John
Verdeshi,
Mastercard's Senior Vice President of Customer Engagement and Performance, wrote.
Other requirements will include documented age and identity verification for all people depicted and those uploading the content.
They want that ID so bad.
Yeah. Content review process prior to publication. Complaint resolution process that addresses illegal or non-consensual content within 7 business days. And appeals process allowing for any person depicted to request their content be removed.
The company blamed smartphones and fast Wi-Fi to make uploading images easy. But they've been around for at least a decade, right? Like, what?
Yeah.
But they're just making the changes now? But payment processors have a long history of discrimination and hostility toward whores.
Since December 2020, Pornhub has enacted stricter rules around what gets uploaded and is working with third-party organizations to keep non-consensual and child abuse imagery off the platform. It's not clear from this announcement how the company plans to treat the many social media and retail websites that work with Mastercard and sell adult content, but aren't strictly adult sites, such as Amazon or Etsy.
Okay, so a bit of a rundown. In April 2021, Mastercard announced a new specialty merchant policy for adult content platforms, effective from October 15th, 2021.
The policy mandates that all individuals featured in adult content must provide clear, unambiguous, and documented consent, not only to appear in the content, but also to its distribution and availability for download.
Compliance requirements are 1. Verify the age and verify the age and identity of every person depicted in photos or videos using government-issued ID by a third-party ID verification service. So, Pornhub wants your ID and they want to send it to someone else, and then that person's going to send it to the government? Like, this is so weird. No! They will pre-screen all content before publication, including live streams or cam shows, potentially using automated tools to block or halt streams in real time. 2.
Provide monthly moderation reports to their acquiring banks detailing how illegal or unconsented content is being managed. 3. Have a complaint resolution process that addresses removal requests for illegal or non-consensual content within 7 business days.
4. Permit the bank, and by extension Mastercard, to request temporary access credentials to review content if needed. So the banks now have control over what porn you get to watch or what is uploaded. This is also really pervy, by the way. Like, they get to access it before anyone else sees it. That is gross.
Thought you were a rat. You're not the first.
Very bizarre and pervy.
Definitely an invasion of privacy, too.
Yep.
A coalition including the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, filed a complaint with the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, in 2023. They argue Mastercard's adult content policy is an unfair business practice under the FTC Act, causing substantial, unavoidable harms with minimal benefit.
Yeah.
Critics also liken these rules to past regulatory actions like FOSTA SESTA that forced many whores off safer online platforms and into riskier offline work.
They've really put a monopoly on us. It is the only option we have. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's like this illusion of alternate payment methods, go to Ko-fi to support me, or go to this, but it still comes down to the same
PayPal
method.
Yeah, PayPal
payment.
Everywhere.
Yep.
So now the banks want de facto control and access to your content and your private content. And in the UK, they're now talking about wanting access in the name of fighting quote-unquote pedophilia. They want access in the UK, apparently, to scan your phones to see if there's any pedophilia stuff on your phones. Guys, the pedophiles are in charge. That sounds like something a group of secret pedophiles would try to do to get information on your children.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're going to store it in a database. I'm not kidding. And they're going to have people apparently look through it. Just like the whole situation with Pornhub where you have to submit it and have mods look at it. Even if they reject it, who's to say they're not going to keep it for themselves even if they reject it? And then selling it on the black market, on the quote-unquote deep web, dark web. And if you don't know about the reports about NAMBLA, NAMBLA has books where you can select kids to be abducted that haven't been abducted yet. And order kids. 2 + 2 = 4. Pedophiles run our world. They want everything now. They want everything. They want access to everything. It's pretty fucking disgusting. Let's talk about the hypocrisy. So these are a list of websites that accept Mastercard as a method of payment.
There's Strip Chat, StreamMate, amateur webcam shows.
Then we got Sex Doll Plus from the UK. Then Loveness Review. These are all like sex toys. And they're even involved with production companies. AEBN.
The Adult Entertainment Broadcast Network.
Has new and classic porn movies available on demand. Digital Playground.
Team Skeet. I Know That Girl, aka Mofos. These are porn producers.
Yeah, and some of the most disgusting stuff you're ever gonna see. Too. It's really gross. These companies, they make really gross stuff. And the last one on this list, Erotic Monkey.
And that
is an escort search site.